Whoever imposes severe punishment becomes repulsive to the people, while he who awards mild punishment becomes contemptible. But whoever imposes punishment as deserved becomes respectable. Punishment, when awarded with due consideration, makes the people devoted to righteousness and to works productive of wealth and enjoyment. He shall despise none, but hear the opinions of all. A wise man shall make use of even a child's sensible utterance. The king shall singly deliberate over secret matters. For ministers have their own ministers, and these latter some of their own. This kind of successive line of ministers tends to the disclosure of counsels. A person should not be too honest. Straight trees are cut first, and honest people are screwed first. Before you start some work, always ask yourself 3 questions. Why I am doing it, what the results might be, and will I be successful? Only when you think deeply and find satisfactory answers to these questions, go ahead. Once you start working on something, don't be afraid of failure and don't abandon it. People who work sincerely are the happiest. The biggest guru mantra is, never share your secrets with anybody. You cannot keep a secret with you. Do not expect that others will keep it. It will destroy you. The king shall lose no time when the opportunity waited for arrives. If a king is energetic, his subjects will be equally energetic. If he is reckless, they will not only be reckless likewise, but also eat into his works. The fragrance of flowers spreads only in the direction of the wind, but the goodness of a person spreads in all directions. A man is great by deeds, not by birth. One whose knowledge is confined to books and whose wealth is in the possession of others can use neither knowledge nor wealth when the need for them arises. Time perfects men as well as destroys them. We should not fret for what is past, nor should we be anxious about the future. Men of discernment deal only with the present moment. There is no austerity equal to a balanced mind, and there is no happiness equal to contentment. There is no disease like covetousness, and no virtue like mercy. Books are as useful to a stupid person as a mirror is useful to a blind person. Education is the best friend. An educated person is respected everywhere. Education beats the beauty and the youth. He who is overly attached to his family members experiences fear and sorrow, for the root of all grief is attachment. Thus one should discard attachment to be happy. A man is born alone and dies alone, and he experiences the good and bad consequences of his karma alone, and he goes alone to hell or the supreme abode. The wise man should restrain his senses like the crane and accomplish his purpose with due knowledge of his place, time, and ability. Purity of speech, of the mind, of the senses, and of a compassionate heart are needed by one who desires to rise to the divine platform. He who lives in our mind is near, though he may actually be far away, but he who is not in our heart is far, though he may really be nearby. The happiness and peace attained by those satisfied by the nectar of spiritual tranquility is not attained by greedy persons restlessly moving here and there. There is some self-interest behind every friendship. There is no friendship without self-interests. This is a bitter truth. The earth is supported by the power of truth. It is the power of truth that makes the sun shine and winds blow. Indeed, all things rest upon truth. God is not present in idols. Your feelings are your God. The soul is your temple. Do not reveal what you have thought upon doing, but by wise counsel keep it secret, being determined to carry it into execution. As a single withered tree, if set aflame, causes a whole forest to burn, so does a rascal son destroy a whole family. He who nurtures benevolence for all creatures within his heart overcomes all difficulties and will be the recipient of all types of riches at every step. All the creatures are pleased by loving words, and therefore we should address words that are pleasing to all, for there is no lack of sweet words. A man attains greatness by his merits, not simply by occupying an exalted seat. Can we call a crow an eagle Garuda simply because he sits on the top of a tall building? Sinfully acquired wealth may remain for 10 years. In the 11th year it disappears with even the original stock. He who wears unclean garments, has dirty teeth, is a glutton, speaks unkindly and sleeps after sunrise, although he may be the greatest personality, will lose the favor of Lakshmi. Eschew wicked company and associate with saintly persons. Acquire virtue day and night, and always meditate on that which is eternal, forgetting that which is temporary.